As I sit here, recounting this tale, I can't help but feel the icy fingers of dread clutching at my heart once more. What I'm about to reveal is not a mere work of fiction. It's an unsettling story that defies explanation and continues to haunt my every waking moment. This is my personal account of the haunting photo that changed my life forever. It all began on a gloomy, overcast day in the heart of the city. I, Alex Turner, had established myself as a professional photographer specializing in digital imagery. My portfolio boasted sleek, high-resolution photographs of weddings, fashion shoots, and picturesque landscapes. But the incident I'm about to describe would take my life down a dark and foreboding path. One evening, as I was sipping my coffee and browsing through my emails, a message with the subject line, "Photography Opportunity," caught my attention. The sender's name was simply Mr. Sutherland. Intrigued, I opened the email to find a cryptic request. Mr. Sutherland explained that he needed my unique skills for an extraordinary project. He insisted on a face-to-face meeting to discuss the details. The only clue he provided was an address, 13 Ravenwood Avenue, an ominous-sounding mansion on the outskirts of town. The very name sent shivers down my spine, but the allure of the unknown was too strong to resist. The prospect of both fame and fortune convinced me to accept this enigmatic assignment. A week later, I found myself standing before the towering gates of Ravenwood Mansion. Its dilapidated appearance was a stark contrast to the grandeur it must have once exuded. Overgrown ivy entwined the iron fence, and the structure itself seemed to breathe an air of malevolence. With my high-end digital camera equipment securely packed, I hesitated for a moment before pushing open the rusted gates and proceeding along the overgrown path to the mansion's entrance. The sky was overcast, casting a somber pallor over the ominous building. Inside, the mansion's interior was a time capsule of decaying opulence. Cobwebs draped across ornate chandeliers, and dust-covered furniture stood frozen in time. It was evident that no one was concerned with making the place welcoming to visitors. As I wandered through the dimly lit rooms, the echoing creaks and groans of the old mansion echoed in my ears. It was as if the very walls whispered ancient secrets that I was not meant to hear. Eventually, I reached a room where the faint glow of candlelight danced on the walls. There, I encountered Mr. Sutherland for the first time. He was a man shrouded in darkness, his face obscured by shadows. His presence was unsettling, but the allure of the assignment compelled me to press on. Beside Mr. Sutherland stood two figures, his wife and another enigmatic woman. The atmosphere was tense, and I couldn't help but feel an unsettling presence in the room. Mr. Sutherland explained the task at hand. I was to capture a photograph that transcended the ordinary, a scene that encapsulated a sense of otherworldly dread. His wife and the mysterious woman were to be the subjects, and he emphasized that I must create an image that was truly unique. As I raised my camera to take the shot, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. The room seemed to grow colder, and a faint, discordant melody filled the air, as if whispered by ghostly voices. I meticulously composed the shot, ensuring that the eerie ambience of the room was captured in all its unsettling glory. With a single press of the shutter, I captured the scene. But as I reviewed the image on my camera's digital display, a gasp caught in my throat. In the photograph, the two women stood as intended, their figures hauntingly ethereal in the candlelight. But there, between them, emerged a third presence, a spectral, ghostly figure with hollow eyes and a sinister grin. It was a visage that chilled me to the bone, an entity that defied explanation. My heart pounded in my chest as I showed the image to Mr. Sutherland. His reaction was equally unsettling. He identified the phantom in the photograph as his long-lost sister, presumed dead for years. The revelation sent a shiver down my spine, and I couldn't help but wonder if I had unwittingly unleashed a malevolent force through my camera. News of the eerie photograph spread like wildfire, attracting the attention of experts and skeptics alike. Some accused me of digital manipulation, while others believed it was a manifestation of the mansion's dark history. I couldn't shake the feeling that I had unlocked a portal to the supernatural. As days turned into weeks, I experienced a series of unexplainable disturbances. Objects moved on their own, shadowy figures flickered at the edge of my vision, and an unsettling presence lingered in the corners of my home. The photograph had become a cursed artifact, a gateway to a realm beyond human understanding. My obsession with the haunting photograph led me down a path of relentless investigation. I delved into Mr. Sutherland's past, uncovering a web of family secrets and tragedies. It was during this relentless pursuit of the truth that I received a message from Mr. Sutherland himself. In a voice laden with fear and despair, he revealed a chilling revelation. The mansion, he claimed, was a place of unspeakable horrors, a dwelling that harbored malevolent entities. His family had been cursed for generations, and the photograph had somehow served to intensify the darkness that threatened to consume them all. As I listened to his harrowing tale, I couldn't help but feel a sense of impending doom closing in around me. I had so many questions, but our call was abruptly disconnected, and I have since been unable to reach Mr. Sutherland by phone, and I dare not return to 13 Ravenwood Avenue. My soul couldn't bear the thought of it. It was only after months of relentless research and digging into the history of Ravenwood Mansion that I uncovered the tragic fate of Mr. Sutherland's sister, Amelia Sutherland. Her story was one of darkness and despair, which shed light on why her ghost appeared in that haunting photograph. Amelia had been the eldest of the Sutherland siblings, born in the mansion that would later become a house of horrors. From a young age, she exhibited an eerie fascination with the occult and dark arts, dabbling in rituals and summoning spirits. The Sutherland family, steeped in tradition and wealth, was deeply disturbed by Amelia's unsettling pursuits. One fateful night, driven by her insatiable curiosity, Amelia conducted a forbidden ritual within the very walls of Ravenwood Mansion. She sought to commune with malevolent entities from the netherworld, believing that they held secrets beyond human comprehension. In her misguided quest for power, she unwittingly unleashed the force that had forever cursed her family. Up until that night, it had been limited in the power it could yield over the home's inhabitants. But as the ritual went horribly wrong, a malevolent entity from the spirit realm claimed Amelia as its vessel. The once vibrant young woman became a tormented soul, trapped between the worlds of the living and the dead. Her family, unable to bear witness to her torment, believed her to be lost forever. Amelia's ghostly form, marred by the malevolent entity, wandered the mansion's halls, seeking to perpetuate the suffering she had inadvertently unleashed. It was her twisted presence that emerged in the photograph, a spectral reminder of her tragic fate. I had uncovered the truth about the apparition, but the identity of the second woman who had stood beside Mr. Sutherland's wife in the photo that day eluded me for the better part of a year. Finally, when I was just about to resign myself to the fact that I may never know who she was, I made contact with a niece of Mr. Sutherland online, and she graciously provided me with the information that I sought, but then promptly asked me never to contact her or anyone from her family again. The mysterious second woman was Evelyn Hartley, a distant relative of the Sutherland family. She had been drawn into the dark web of Ravenwood Mansion by a grim family secret, one that had been concealed for generations. Evelyn had been searching for answers about her own family's connection to the mansion's curse, and her presence in the photograph was no mere coincidence. Evelyn had believed that the mansion held the key to unlocking the truth about her ancestors' involvement in the malevolent forces that had plagued the Sutherland family for so long. Little did she know that her pursuit of answers would thrust her into the heart of a supernatural nightmare. Tragically, Evelyn's fate mirrored that of Amelia Sutherland. During the photo shoot, the malevolent entity that had possessed Amelia sensed another soul delving into the mysteries of the mansion. It saw an opportunity to expand its dominion, and in a chilling display of malevolence, it claimed Evelyn's spirit as well. The haunting photograph, capturing the spectral presence of both Amelia and Evelyn, bore witness to their entwined destinies. The malevolent entities sought to spread their torment, trapping them within the mansion's cursed walls. As I reflect upon the events that unfolded, I can't help but acknowledge the psychological and emotional toll this incident has exacted upon me. The relentless pursuit of answers, the unexplainable disturbances, and the ever-looming presence of the malevolent entities have left scars on my psyche that may never heal. Sleepless nights are my constant companions, plagued by nightmarish visions of the haunted mansion and the spectral figures that haunt its dark corners. My once promising career has crumbled beneath the weight of this supernatural nightmare, leaving me isolated and haunted by the unknown. The photograph, once a source of fascination and intrigue, has become a cursed relic that I can never escape. The malevolent forces it captured continue to exert their influence, a relentless reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved. In sharing this tale, I hope to caution others against the allure of the unknown, the temptation to uncover secrets that should remain hidden. The digital age may have brought us closer to understanding the mysteries of the world, but it has also revealed that there are realms beyond our comprehension. My life, once filled with promise, has become a never-ending nightmare, plagued by the malevolent entities that were awakened by that haunting photograph. The darkness that surrounds me is a constant reminder that the line between the living and the supernatural is thinner than we dare to imagine. As I conclude this account, I do so with a heavy heart and a sense of resignation. The haunting photograph, the malevolent entities, and the cursed mansion have become my inescapable reality, a grim reminder that some horrors are not bound by time or reason,